Everyone. Hello everyone. In today's video, let's have a quick look about the epic run that DENT had yesterday. So yesterday was 11th of February 2021, and that was an epic run. DENT went all the way from 007 to made a very huge leap run. And in today's video, let's have a quick look at how we could be a little bit cautious during these kind of epic quick runs, because the volume is pretty huge. You can see the volume is 145 million. That's a lot of volume. That shows there's quite a lot of room for interest in the community at the moment, and it looks like there's some news is awaiting by early next week or so. So that's the reason it's gone up some. So keep fingers crossed, and we might see another run up in the next couple of weeks and to a couple of months. So that's what we are going to see in today's video. So if you look at the DENT's chart in 2018 bull run, so basically I'm just going to try to infer some mechanics of the bull runs which DENT had previously. I know it might not be a like and like comparison. It's like comparing an orange and an apple, but it will give us some, the data always gives some information from the past. So let's have a quick look at how it looks. So this is the custom chart I have. So basically I'm marking it from 1st of November till November 2017 to March of 2018, and from there we are going to see how DENT has had his run up, and then try to infer some information from there. So if you look at the charts very clearly, you can see the volume in 25th of 2017 was just 56,000 USD volume for DENT was, and the price of DENT was you can see 0.000078, pretty much what it was last week or a couple of days ago. And then it started running up a little bit. You can see it hit 001 around 8th of December. So the run up start around 8th of December, and which is pretty much the same price we are seeing today. Today's price is 00144, and that's what the price exactly on 9th of December. And you can see the volume was only $326,000. The reason it went up was that time the circulating supply of DENT tokens in the exchanges were only 10 billion, but right now we have 90 billion tokens circulating. That's another reason we had to have a huge volume for the price to go up quick. And then we had the run up all the way. The price was consolidating around 001 for roughly around a week. So you can see all the way from December 9th to December 14th, and yeah, December 14th it was stabilizing around 001 mark. And then after December 14th, after a week's time, it just went up, and the volume you can see it surged up as well. So it hit 004 in probably another next week, and it kept the run up, and the volume kept on increasing. You can see it went up to 17 million, and the market cap hit 157 million, and the price hit 1 cent. That's when it starts getting really interesting. So it hit the 1 cent mark on 16th of December, and from there on it kept, and it consolidated around 001 mark for another week from December 16th to December 22nd, and then it had another run up till 24th of December, and then from there on it went up to 3 cents around 25th of December, and then it had another dip back from all the way from 3 cent to straight down to 1 cent again, and then from 1 cent all the way on 2nd of January. Everyone thought the bull run for DENT is over on 2nd of January. Then we had a run up again all the way to 8 cents. So it dipped from 3, it went to peak on 25th of December. It went to 3 cents, and then it dipped by a lot by 2nd of January. So it's another 1 week of consolidation, and then from 2nd of January it went spiked up a lot to 8 cent, and then that was on 5th of January, and then it dipped again, consolidated to 6 cents all the way from 8 cents, and then it had another run up, and we saw that was like for 10 cents, and from there on it was trying to dip, went another dip, and then it took off again from 3 cents to 5 cents. So it was consolidating around that line. But the important crucial part is this bit from the all-time peak to this consolidation phase. So it had one run up, 1, 2, 3, and then 4 bull runs in a short span of roughly around 3 weeks range, I would say, from 14th of December to around this 11th of January. So that was around a 4-week period, which allowed the market to just explode very well. So I am seeing that to happen for us now, and we had the recent run up just a week ago. So from if you look at it, then we have another 4 weeks for this pattern to repeat. So that's a good sign, because there is quite a lot of room for further growth, and they have got lots of product updates and news coming around in the next 2 months. So let's hope and be smart and try to make some profits out of here. And remember, DENT is not a short-term pump and dump coin, I wouldn't say, because if it had to be a pump and dump coin, it could have pumped in the past 3 years many times, but it had never had its own run up in past 3 years since 2018. So from my perspective, I think DENT is just starting up its next phase of product levels and new price discovery. That's all I think. So what my best strategy and advice would be, like say if you're investing or putting $100 worth of your hard-earned money, and let's say you turned that $100 into $200, then my advice would be to take the capital first out. So if you have put $100 and you're seeing your value has gone up to $250, just making an example here. So you put $100, you bought $100 worth of DENT, and now in the bull run you are seeing it's worth $250. So what I would recommend is take the initial $100 capital out of your profits. So sell your $100 and leave the remaining $100 worth of DENT just to hodl. That's the best strategy, I would say, rather than just taking profits. Most of them say they take profits, but best strategy would be to, and even if then remaining $150, if it goes to $400, then be smart and take some profits. Not saying that don't take profits, but take profits at different points of time and don't sell all of it in one go. First is to take the capital out so that the rest remains, you don't have to worry about, your capital is covered already. Yeah, that's the best way to, but don't sell everything for just 1 day's profit. That's not the best way, because we don't know what would be the price of DENT and whether it could stay around the 1 cent mark in the future. We don't know that. So yeah, that's the bit we need to be really careful about it. And if we look at the historical all the way from 2018, so if you look at the volume, in terms of volume, so that will give some indication as well. So we can see the price was around 001, pretty much like this time we are having, and yeah, 28, and then it was around 001 on 009, and then I think we spiked out on 14th of December or so. So started seeing some spikes, and then it made 001 on 18th of December with a volume of 17. You can see the volume is keeping up steady since then, since 18th of December. It's pretty steady, and then it went up, now we need 10 times more volume to keep that levels of price, so we need to be careful about that as well. So 31 million, and then we had a run up to 001. So it started coming down back again from its all the way peak it had on around 2nd of January. 2nd of January was the best for DENT, which went all the way up. So let's have a quick look at the custom chart price. So historical data, and change the date range to 2018, maybe 2018. Yep, apply that. Right, it doesn't seems to be liking it. So let's take it to, let's say, forgot to select the dates, then do done. So now you can see better. So that was like December 20, that was volume was around steadily going up, as we saw. That goes up all the way, and around 2nd of January we saw a lot of spikes. It doesn't shows up the older charts, but never mind. But you can just make it out from the chart. The price goes up around this 4 cents mark. In the recent days it has gone up high, so it hit 5 cents back again. So everyone thought it's bottomed out, but then it went up again to 5 cents again. But this could repeat again as well, but we never know. But it's better to be cautious. That's what I would suggest. And then the price would, let's look at the token holder counts as well, because that's something I would keep an eye on. You can see it's roughly hit 38,718 holders. That number is steadily increasing. And let's quickly have a look at how the market cap in terms of price looks. So right now we are at 1455, and you can see just to hit, we are close to getting into 117th. Right now we are at 160 in CMC ranking. So if you look here, DENT ranking is roughly around 164. So that's unbelievable momentum, because a week ago DENT was showing up on CoinMarketCap at 356th rank. So I still remember making my video, but now the ranking has gone up all the way to 165. So that is pretty huge. So we might have to get into top 100 to get more attraction from the CryptoKitties. So right now, if we have to get into the top 100, we need to be around this range, around 0.004 price range. So in order to go to 0.004, we just need 2x from there. So I think at this point of time it looks quite realistic, and considering there's quite a lot of important key informations, they have news to come around in next week and next couple of weeks, and compared to the previous bull run that DENT had, it looks the next 3 to 4 weeks you have a very good window to make a huge profits using DENT. So, and if it had to hit 1 cent, then we are pretty good starting momentum into getting into top 50. So that's where I think it's likely heading, and we are right now around in the middle range here at 1455. So once we cross that range, I think it's likely to get into a 1 billion market cap potentially, and that would put it in the top 50 in CMC ranking. And once you have that, then we are going to get some huge attraction from quite a lot of other players. The reason I am saying this time could be a different bull run for DENT is the last bull run they didn't have a product, they didn't have a working product, it was just a white paper. But this time of the year, after 4 years, if you change look back and turn at what DENT has now, they have made a leaping huge product updates, and quite a lot of customers, and they have a different range of products which I'm going to show. So you can see this slide clearly shows every item in the banner is a product on its own. It's not just Dent mobile app that they have, which is targeted only to the retail users, but now Dent has its own Dent exchange where the token is traded, and then they have a reward program called Afterburner, which basically allows you to stake your Dent tokens within the app. And when you lock your Dent tokens in the app for 1 month, which you can take it out at any period of time, and if you lock it for 1 month, you get free international voice minutes. So that is Afterburner. And then they have international voice minutes. You can buy international calling minutes, and it's valid to, you can make calls to 141 countries if I remember right. And then they have the Dent rewarding EN system. So basically you can watch ad, complete a survey, and then get rewards there. So that's another item as well. So 3 product different categories. And then you have Dent exchange, and then Dent eSIM mobile data top up, and they have developer portal, which is coming up in the next couple of weeks or couple of months. That is in the making. They did demonstrate a prototype of it in the last month. And then they have Dent Teams beta, which is basically sharing your mobile data with your friends and family. And then you have Dent Gigastore, which is targeted towards businesses, B2B businesses. So let's have a quick look at another thing which I want to show as well. So if you go to their mobile app, I would strongly recommend people to download the app and give it a try. If you have particularly have an iPhone, that would be a good place to start and try the app and sign up for their app. And they have different payment methods as well. It's not just you can buy data only with Dent tokens. They have a very good open-mindedness in terms of market. So instead of just forcing people to buy mobile data only using their token, they allow people to bring different types of payment methods as well. That shows how genuine they are in terms of running a proper business. So instead of tying up the users to forcing the users to buy only with Dent balance, you can buy your mobile data using Apple Pay, PayPal, credit card, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies as well. So that, which is a openness of doing business. And then another interesting key proposition here is, okay, 1 month ago I bought 1 GB of mobile data using 25,000 Dent tokens, and right now you can see you just need 3,500 Dent tokens to buy the same 1 GB of data. Imagine if I had bought the 25,000 tokens I bought 1 month ago in the app was costing me $5. And now if I didn't do anything and just held up the 25,000 tokens in the app, and after a month now I come here, the same $5 allows me to buy 7 times more amount of data. So now you can clearly see how value will build up quickly using this app. So that's a very interesting perspective I want to give, because now you increase just by holding the $5 worth of Dent tokens in the app allows me to leverage quite a lot of returns. So imagine how long it's going to take for a lot of users mobile app users to understand this simple mechanics. It won't take a long time. So one month ago, 1 GB of data on the mobile app was 25,000 Dent tokens, and right now 1 GB of the same data on the mobile app is 3,500 Dent tokens. Assume I bought the Dent tokens 1 month ago. Then if I had kept the tokens in the app and waited just for a month, now my $5 allows me to buy 7 times more data for the same $5. So if you do the maths here, the price I pay would be probably like 70 cents roughly. So just 70 cents, it allows me to get the data, same 5 GB, $5 data just for 70 cents. So that's the power. And I hear you, it has a risk as well. The price of the Dent token could go down as well. I'm not saying that there is no risk, but at 1 cent per Dent you need only 500 Dent tokens for 1 GB. That's the worst scenario it could happen. So let's see what happens. Right now it's 3,500 DENT tokens. At 1 cent per DENT, you need only 500 DENT tokens. That would probably allow you to buy 10 times more data. That's very interesting. So now people can actually buy data cheaper just by using the token. That is a value proposition by having DENT as a token. And then the most of the business products that they are targeting not just the retail mobile users. They have different products catering different types of users as well. Like B2B business is targeted using the DENT API portal, and then you have the B2C wholesale channel, and then you have the C2C DENT teams, which is customer to customer sharing of data. They are pretty much following the well-tested and successful traditional telco model by providing multiple sales channels for their product suites. That's another interesting aspect. Traditional telcos are very successful in creating multiple sales channels, which allows them to bring cash flow from multiple streams of businesses. That's the strategy that DENT is following very steadily, and you can see from this particular picture. A picture speaks louder than words. You can see the products that they have developed is clearly highlighted in the banner. They're not relying only on the retail side of business, which is the DENT, their mobile app, but they are targeting on different businesses as well. So that's another interesting aspect with the DENT token. And this bull run, it's completely different for what DENT had 3 years ago, because right now they have a solid product catering a huge mass of population, and we all know eSIM is going to be the next trending thing in the telecom sector. So that's a key thing. So I would like to highlight here. And then we had the recent DENT is now officially approved in Apple's list of worldwide eSIM providers. That's another key development as well. Now there are 750 million iPhones sold around the world, and now every iPhone user can potentially get recognized to see eSIM. World DENT Wireless as a recognized eSIM provider. That's another PR I would see DENT has got recently in the coming days. And let's look at how it looks at KuCoin. And now you can see the price is pretty much consolidating on the DENT ETH pair, and the volume is spiked up as well. You can see the rough amount of Ethereums that were sold were roughly around 719 Ethereums. That's pretty huge volume from my opinion. And you can clearly see how the volume is turning out in Binance as well. Binance USD pair was on a run up, I would say. And then if you look at the 4-hour chart, it's trying to consolidate, and I would probably keep an eye on the volume as well, because you can see clearly the volume was at a huge spike. And then let's have a look at the how the buy and sell walls look. Sell wall is huge now, so I think lots of people are trying to cash out. But as I said, in this previous bull run, you can see it had quite a lot of run-ups and then downs, and then it picked up momentum again. So we are going to have at least 3 to 4 run-ups in the next couple of months, from my opinion. But I could be wrong, but watch out and make sure if you buy $100 worth of DENT and if you see it going up to $250 in value, then make sure you take your capital out first. That provides you a way to play the game very safely rather than getting completely wrecked up. So if you buy $100 DENT and if it goes up to $250, just sell your capital first. Take your capital out first. And if it goes up to 5 times $500, then take some profits, 20% of the profits or 30% of the profits, and leave the rest for the future to discover the new price. So that's how I would probably play the game, because we don't know how the run up is going to play out, because this point of time, it looks to me that this run up will be completely different to what it had 4 years ago, because now the situation is different. They have a solid product catered to huge mass, and what the price discovery could be, we don't know. So just to be on the smart side, all I'm saying is, if you put $100, make sure you take your capital first. That gives you very good protection first hand, and then leave the rest and take at different stages of the profits. That's the strategy I would probably do. And if you look at today's market, I have a strong feeling that BTC is making a run up and will go all the way to $60,000. That's what most of the YouTubers and others are predicting. So if it had to go to $60,000, let's say in next 3 weeks time, then that 3 weeks time is where DENT is going to have multiple run-ups. So the next 3 weeks is probably a good time for you to play around with DENT, from my opinion. And because right now we are at $47,000, so probably with another $13,000, you cannot have a $13,000 run up in just next week. That's going to be till end of March. Everyone is predicting is going to have a run up, or at least middle of March. So, and we are right now at 12th of February, so you have another 4 crucial weeks for the run up to happen. So watch out and be smart, and as I said, make sure to take your capital out first and don't get wrecked really hard, because in the past whoever bought DENT, they had a very pretty bad experience, because in past 3 years the story is completely different. The past 3 years they have been building the product and working really hard. You can clearly see for the different products they have built. Product development doesn't happen just like that, and you have a strategy and a long-term vision and focus, and they are not just a data top-up company anymore. They added eSIM data top-up as well, so that's a pretty clear change of course since last year. So I would say DENT is now a 1-year-old eSIM company, and all their other products are targeted on eSIM. So their shift of business has changed slightly. Rather than relying on the other telcos to participate in their ecosystem, they are doing it different. They themselves become a telecom operator, which is a very huge move, because getting a MVNO license costs so much, and that too having a global presence in 80 countries is not a joke. They should have done a really good hard work in getting that to materialize. So right now they are a proper telecom provider in 80 countries, and you can clearly say they have a different product ranges, and their app is evolving, and the next couple of weeks they are releasing new DENT version exchange 2.0, and then a new app 4.0 is being launched as well, and then they are launching their developer portal, and they are launching Gigastore as well. So there are 4 different product launches coming around in the next 3 to 4 weeks time. So watch out and enjoy the run up, because past 3 years DENT has been wrecked really hard, because they have been focusing on data top up alone, and the other traditional telcos, they didn't participate in the DENT's ecosystem. So they thought, okay, if eSIM is going to be the future, then we have to change our course of business strategy and get into the eSIM. And then if you have to get into the eSIM, they need to become a mobile virtual network operator themselves first, because they cannot rely on the conventional age-old 15-year-old telecom companies anymore, because there you have limited space for innovation. You cannot launch new products on your own when you are dependent on a third-party telco provider. So that's why DENT themselves took the sleeves and started their own telecom company, and now it's a full-fledged telecom operator in 80 countries. So now think about it. Right now they don't have a numbered eSIM. That's the key. Their eSIM offering is only for data only plans. What if they tie up with one of the telecom providers, mobile network operators, and started offering numbered eSIMs? Remember that is one of the key items in their roadmap items as well. So if they start offering numbered eSIM in many countries, then that is going to be a huge local market penetration. Right now their product is targeted to travelers, business users who want to have additional data on top of their local providers data, but that could change course when they start offering and they start penetrating into local markets, because right now the market is international and no local market penetration. But things could change if they start offering numbered eSIM. So there's quite a lot of avenues for growth for DENT. That's why saying the previous bull run for DENT is completely different from to the current one we have, because right now we have a solid product and people know DENT has worked really hard and they have a solid team behind it, and now it's officially recognized from Apple as well as a list of worldwide eSIM provider. And based on this aspects, I think it will never go down below 1 cent anymore. I think so. That I may be wrong, but that is how it's getting shape at the moment as we speak. The reason I'm saying is, if you go and look at Tron, for example, Tron token, and here you can see Tron is at 5 cents and they have a 71 billion circulating supply. That's if Tron could be at 4 cent, valued at 4 cent, 4 billion, 4.5 billion, and what's the rank? They are on top 20. So imagine if DENT has to get into top 20 and have this kind of, because it's, in terms of supply, it's more or less pretty much the same. They also have 100 billion supply and they are going to inflate. Last time I checked, it was roughly around 63 billion. Now they have another 8 billion in the floating in the market. This number will increase now. In the bull run, they will inflate more and sell more. So they will also catch up the 90 billion very soon. There's not very far. So once we see that kind of surge, then DENT is going to sit around 1 cent mark permanently, and we are traded in the top 50 for the next 10 years, 5 to 10 years. That's how I see how DENT could potentially get in to become a big telecom operators. And remember, the telecom operators are pretty much not innovating enough, and that shows how DENT has been doing compared to them. The product offerings that DENT is doing is very fast. They are very fast in launching new products to the market compared to the legacy telcos. That's another key aspect, that how strong the team is, because I need to look the capabilities of delivering new products, because the old model is it sucks. Basically, you need innovation happening, and one of the examples is DENT Teams. So now DENT, I would probably recommend everyone to try DENT Teams, which is, if you go to teams.dentwireless.com, you can see now you can share your DENT eSIM data with other friends and families very easily. So that's how powerful they are in terms of innovating at a very fast pace. So let's watch out and see how it goes. And remember, as I said, take your capital when you see a profit. Take your capital first and take the profits at small turns, because we don't know how the price discovery is going to happen. If it has to get into top 50, I'm not going to say how it will turn out. It might go hit the all-time high again. We don't know. I'm just speculating here. Don't trust my word. Trust anything I say. All I would say is watch what they are doing and how the market, watch the market as well, and don't get wrecked. Be smart and take the capital first. Capital protection is very important. If you are putting $100, make sure if your capital goes to $250 or $350, this is not an investment advice, it's just risk mitigation I'm suggesting. So that's how it should be good. So, and always hold some DENT tokens. The reason I'm saying is, you can see how data could be giving you more power to buy. A month ago it was 14,700 DENTs were readed. Now it's only 3,500 DENTs readed. So that shows how much powerful the DENT tokens in the hands of the app users could become very quickly. That's the key takeaway to remember. And thanks for watching. Have a good day.